everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, welcome to the family. My name is Dina. Today is going to be something a little bit different. I actually had something completely different planned to film earlier this week, and I honestly just couldn't get myself out of bed early, guys. I usually film early in the morning before work, but I've just been so depleted lately that I just couldn't get myself out of bed, and when it came down to it, I just didn't feel like filming what I originally planned on filming. I'm like, I need to do something different. So I don't know how this is gonna go. It's just something that I felt called to do, and I thought it'd be kind of relaxing and chill to do together. So first, what I want to do, I've got a few candles here. One of them I actually made myself at the retreat that I went to. If you're curious about that spiritual retreat I went on, I'll make sure to link it below for you guys. I made a vlog about that. But basically we made our own candles and we got to put our own intention into the candle, and my own personal intention is in this candle. So I'm gonna light this one specifically for me. But I also have a black and white candle here. So I'm gonna light the white one for, oh, that is like so hot. I'm gonna light the white one for peace and protection, and then the black one to banish any sort of negative emotions that we might be feeling right now and any negative energy. There's also just like a lot going on in the world right now, and I'm not gonna get into it because it's just very heavy energy that I don't think I want to talk about on my channel right now. And yeah, it's just, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of fear in the world right now. There's a lot of pain and suffering, and I thought it would be also important just to kind of send some love, send some healing energy, Reiki, whatever you want to call it, out to the people that are also just suffering in the world right now. But you know, without recharging ourselves and replenishing and cleansing our own energy, we can't begin to help the world and the people around us. We're gonna let those burn. Before we get started, I forgot to mention, if you're not in a place where you can like sit down and relax and just kind of like disconnect from the world for a while, maybe pause this video and make sure you get into a really good place. Like, you don't really want to watch this while you're distracted by something else. Make sure you have some water with you. I'm gonna be drinking a lot of water because I always get super duper thirsty when I'm working with energy. And let's just hang out together and just replenish and cleanse our energy and pull some cards. So I'm going to start with my singing bowl. This is my main way to cleanse energy. I love sound. I love music. So I choose to use sound. We're going to start with the singing bowl and just do first a general cleansing of our energy, of the space around us. So just take some deep breaths in through your nose, hold it for a few moments, then out through your mouth. May the sound cleanse away any sort of negative energy, any energy that is currently stuck. Any fear, any sadness, depression, anxiety, anything that we may have picked up from other people, anything that is stuck in our home, in our space from other people or ourselves that we just haven't let go yet. This is a safe space. This is a peaceful space. You are safe. You're protected. You're at peace. Any stressors, anything from the day that's been bothering you, anything that your mind's been holding on to and replaying over and over again, any anxieties, you can let those go now. This is your time to relax and release anything that needs to be released. You're worthy of self-love. You're worthy of relaxation. Take one more deep breath. and let it go. Okay, holy cow. I'm doing that for you guys and I'm like so relaxed. Okay, so now we did a general clearing of your energy in the space around us. We're gonna specifically focus on each chakra. The main 7 chakras. Technically there are many different chakras, hundreds of them in the body, but these are the 7 main ones that are most talked about. Yeah, we're gonna work through balancing those out. Usually when we're feeling stressed or have anxiety or whatever we're going through, it's usually because certain chakras are out of balance, some are overactive, some are underactive. So let's work through those. So we're gonna start at our root chakra. You know, it's important for us to ground ourselves, and often we don't ground ourselves enough. So I want everyone to get comfortable, close your eyes, start deep breathing. And I want you to imagine this bright red light glowing from your root chakra. And we're going to focus all the energy there, and I want you to imagine that this sound healing that I'm using with my singing bowl, imagine this sound flowing to your root chakra. We often forget to ground ourselves. We live in our mind. We overthink. We're always thinking about what we have to do next. Our minds are very much overactive in the society that we live in. So we forget to ground in and we forget to connect to these lower chakras, but they're so important. They are the building blocks. They are our foundation to having balance in our body. So I want you to imagine that the sound is traveling to your root chakra. And as it travels there, you feel your root chakra becoming stronger and more balanced. Any part of it that was neglected is now feeling whole again. Now imagine roots like a tree traveling from your root chakra into the earth. And as you connect to the earth, you feel more relaxed. You feel more at peace. You feel calm. You feel connected. Anything that feels unbalanced comes back into balance when we connect with the earth. And as our root chakra feels more balanced, we work our way up to the sacral chakra, that orange light. This is the part of us that connects to our creativity, our divine feminine, the most intimate parts of us. It's important for us to balance this chakra so we feel empowered, so we can step into our true selves and do the creative and beautiful things that we were sent here to do. When our sacral chakra is blocked or imbalanced, we may feel unmotivated, uninspired, lack of confidence, lack of belief in ourselves. So we're going to send love to our sacral chakra so that we know we can believe in ourselves and we can continue to bring forth beautiful creations, birth them into the world. Take a few deep breaths. And now we work our way up to the solar plexus. That bright yellow light. Imagine the sound traveling to your belly. We need to send more love to our belly. This is a part of us we often neglect, criticize. But we send our solar plexus lots of love. When something's not right, we often feel it in our stomach. Our stomach is a very smart, intelligent part of us. So we need to balance and send loving energy to our solar plexus so that our body can communicate clearly. Take a few deep breaths into your belly, big belly breaths. Expand your stomach, hold it, let it go. Anything that you don't like about yourself, any insecurities, imperfections, any self-doubts, anything like that, just let it go. Now we're going to move up to the heart chakra. And we're going to imagine that glowing green light emanating from your heart. Sometimes our hearts become heavy because we take on too much. We are very empathetic beings. Some of us more empathetic than others. Some of us take things on and it becomes very heavy. And this pain and this sadness weighs our hearts down and throws our body out of balance. So we have to remember to cleanse this energy and balance our heart chakra again. It's okay to love, it's okay to care, but we don't need to take on the pain into our own bodies. Take a few deep breaths, remember to breathe. At this time, you can put your hands on your heart if you feel called to. And take a few deep breaths with your hands on your heart, connecting to this chakra. And as this heart chakra becomes balanced, you feel a weight lifted off of you. Your love and your light is unlimited. Your love can change the world. And when we all come together, we can make beautiful change. But if we're going to do this, we have to take care of ourselves first and make sure our energy has been charged and replenished and cleansed so that we can help other people. And now we're going to move up to your throat chakra. And this is part of us that often becomes imbalanced when we feel like we can't speak our mind, when we feel silenced. Silenced by society, silenced by what other people think we should do or be, silenced by our own fears. But this ends here. We send loving energy. We cleanse our throat chakra so that we can speak our truth fearlessly. You were put on this earth for a reason. And hiding and silencing yourself was not that purpose. We all have a truth to speak. We all have something to offer. So we're going to cleanse that throat chakra and balance it so that we can speak our truth clearly and freely. And we send loving, healing energy to the other parts of the world where they're not free to speak their truth. They're not free to speak their opinion freely. We send love in hopes that that will change and that everyone will be free one day. Take a few deep breaths again, in through the nose. Hold it for a few moments, and then let it out. Release all those fears. Release all those doubts. And then we move towards our third eye chakra. I want you to focus on the space between your two eyes. Really focus that energy. How does this sound affect this energy? What does it feel like? Either this third eye chakra is overstimulated because we try so hard to open it, or this third eye chakra gets suppressed by the everyday life that we live. The everyday stressors and problems that we deal with that often cloud our mind and close off this chakra so that we cannot receive things clearly. We cannot see things clearly. We're stuck in this 3D world. So we're just blocked and we're cut off from this other beautiful part of the world, of the universe, of us. we forget about it because we're stuck in the material. So let's send some love to our third eye. And we ask that our spirit guides and the universe send us beautiful, loving guidance and messages when we ask for it and when we need it most. That when we're lost, we can find our way back and trust our intuition. So we're going to breathe into that crown chakra. Imagine the sound is balancing things out. All your worries are being released. You're feeling connected to that divine universal energy again. Just keep taking some deep breaths. We're balancing out our energy. We're recharging ourselves so that we can also send out love to those in the world who are also suffering. We send them healing energy. And we send love to everyone. We send love to those that are hurting and those who are doing the hurting. Because people who hurt other people are lost. And people who are hurting other people have forgotten how to love. And they've lost themselves. And they've forgotten who they are. And they've forgotten the pure place of love that we've all come from. But not everyone remembers that we are loved. Not everyone remembers to love. And so they hurt. They hurt other people because they're hurting. So we send love to everybody. We send love to the whole world. Deep breaths in and out. Just take some time, get a drink of water. If you need to stretch, stretch. If you need time to wake up a bit, just pause this video. So there's a few decks that I feel called to pull from today. I feel like we need affirmations, so I will be pulling from the Soul Whispers deck by Annie Tarasova. This is a beautiful deck with just beautiful messages, affirmations, that kind of thing. So we're definitely going to pull from that. I do want to get some tarot though, just because when you need some guidance, when you need direction, I find the tarot is just one of those beautiful things. And tarot just tells it to me straight. You know, sometimes you need those really beautiful, kind messages, which I think we need right now, but tarot can give you some really good advice. So we're going to ask our guides, ask the universe, universal energy, what does the collective consciousness need to hear at this time? What advice, what messages need to come through to the collective consciousness? How can we... Oh, that's a lot of cards. Okay. Yes. All right, so the first thing I'm seeing here is the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is definitely that very... There's pain. There's so much pain. There's so much hurt in the world right now. Whether that is just people causing other people pain. It's happening a lot in other countries right now. But we're also, many of us are feeling our own pain. We're very much all connected, and that's what I'm getting from this card right now. All these different strings, they're all connected to the same heart. We're all one heart. We're all one collective, and everyone gets so caught up in their own individual pain and suffering, but we forget that we are all one. We're all one consciousness, one collective. When we begin to heal ourselves, we help to heal the world. We are not disconnected. We are not separate from the people around us. And a lot of the time people hurt other people because they forget that. They forget that, you know, your actions, your thoughts create our collective reality. Yeah, this card's definitely symbolizing the collective pain that I think a lot of us are feeling, not only in our own lives, but I feel like a lot of us are definitely feeling the pain that the other parts of the world are going through right now, and it's very heavy. This is where the beautiful message comes in, because right beside the Three of Swords, we have the Three of Pentacles, and I couldn't have asked for a clearer message than that. The Three of Pentacles is all about collaboration. It's all about working together. It's that collective energy of coming together as a unit and let's figure things out together. Let's create together. Let's create a better world. Let's put aside our differences and create a more peaceful place. I can't believe the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Swords came side by side. That's just, I couldn't have asked for a clearer message from Spirit than that. We also have the Ace of Wands. And I believe this is just very much telling us to tune into our truth, our intuition, our creative energy, because we are all born with that. And many of us get sidetracked and we get lost and we forget about that part of us because we get so caught up in our physical material world. This happens to me all the time, and I always have to bring myself back to who I am. And doing things like this, like we just did together, you know, meditating and cleansing our energy and coming back to us and what we truly are, it's so important. And once we do that, once we work together, once we understand that our pain is the world's pain is our pain, and we have to work on ourselves and work together. Once we figure that out, that's when we can live in this beautiful, peaceful place of love, of happiness. That is the Ten of Cups, of fulfillment. That's when we can bring peace to the world. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people in the world that don't understand that, and instead of trying to help the world, they try to hurt it, and they try to hurt other people. And all we can do is send them love and loving energy and Reiki, and if we all do that together, hopefully we can get a shift in the collective consciousness. And some things we don't have control over in this world. Some things we do, some things we can do things, and I think if we can do something, then we need to do it. Wow, so Spirit, thank you for such a beautiful message. These cards were, wow. I feel like I don't even need to shuffle any more of these tarot cards because that message came through super duper clear. We're gonna pull some cards from the Soul Whispers deck though, see if there's any other messages that do want to come out for the collective before we break into separate groups. And let me know, guys, if you want to see more videos like this, just kind of relax, chill, pull cards, hang out together. I could also do this in a live if you want your own specific cards pulled. If you have something to ask, I could do that too. So let me know if that's something that interests you, and we can do more videos like this. But we're gonna see if there's any affirmations, any other messages from Spirit that need to come through at this time. Any other guidance that we can be given? Yes. So like I mentioned earlier, how we have to really focus on that root chakra and grounding ourselves more often because we forget to do that. We got a card that definitely is reminding us to do this. It says, put your bare feet on damp earth, stand in the sun, feel the rain on your skin, ground yourself. I am going to pull the book out and just read from the book as well, just to see if there's any additional messages that need to come through. So the book says, "Dear human, never underestimate the power of connection with Mother Earth. She is a healer, a nurturer. She is ready to hold you and tell you that everything will be okay. Open yourself to her, dance with her, cry with her, and love with her. She will never judge or punish. She will always show you the true meaning of our existence, to exist." Higher self. So I love this deck. Basically the messages from your higher self. Beautiful cards, beautiful messages. Let's see if there's anything else that wants to come out though for the collective consciousness. So any other messages that, oh, this one did bounce. It says, "Water the seeds of your intentions and nurture your ideas." So make sure we're taking time to nurture those beautiful ideas, you know, and sharing them and collaborating with others too. I mean, I think there's so many things that we all have to offer the world and so many ways that we can change the world, but sometimes we get scared and we get so caught up in life that we forget. And yeah, let's see what other messages need to come through from the book. And I might pull one more card. I'm feeling 3 is a good number. So it says, "Dear human, by now you must already know that you can make anything you want happen. There's so much to do here on Earth, so much magic to create. What are you giving your energy to? Which seeds are you intentionally watering?" And I think that's important. I think we need to think about more often how we're spending our energy. What are we directing it towards? What are we using our energy for? Let's pull one more card. See if there's anything else that the universe needs to tell us. Any other messages? "Dissolve your ego by going within." That is a very interesting card. I think the ego is something that we definitely all have to work on. Ego is a big part of being human, and it often gets in the way. And we definitely need to work on how to balance and how to handle our ego when it gets out of control. So let's see what the book says. "Dear human, the voice inside your head isn't always right." Amen to that. "Your ego can limit you, tell you lies, and keep you in a state of fear. It can make you depend on external validation and make you obsessed with control. To differentiate between your ego and your heart, remember, being in alignment with your true self means acting from love, not ego-driven fear." So make sure we're acting from a place of love and not from fear. Make decisions from a place of love and not from fear. I think that was a beautiful message. I definitely needed to hear that one. I don't know about you guys. All right, so those were definitely beautiful messages for the collective consciousness. I'm gonna leave these out because I just love the energy of these cards and I want to keep them up for a bit. But we're going to go into some separate groups. Nothing too crazy like a pick a card video because that would just be too long. So if you guys do want pick a card videos, let me know. I haven't done one for a while. I kind of just go with it as I feel called to, but if you guys do want another pick a card reading video, let me know and I'll make sure to do that. I want you to pick a number between 1 and 4 and we're just going to shuffle for each number. So let's first shuffle the Starseed Oracle. What does group 1? Oh, okay. Apparently this is what group 1 needs to hear. And it really wants to be shown right now, but we're going to wait for a second. What needs to come through for group 2? What does group 2 need to hear? What messages does group 2 need to receive at this time? Okay, group 2. Group 3, what does group 3 need to hear? What messages? Okay. Apparently group 3 needs 2 cards. Group 4, what card does group 4 need to hear from? What messages does group 4 need at this time? What messages need to come through for group 4? Okay, group 4. Okay, so now we're going to get some spirit animals going. What spirit animal energy does group 1 need to hear from? All right. What spirit animal does group 2 need to hear from? Okay. What spirit animal does group 3 need to hear from? Okay. What spirit animal does group 4 need to hear from? Okay. Oh my goodness. Spirit is never chill with me. Whenever I pull a card, it's always one dramatic whoop in your face, or let's make it a fly across the room so you can't get it right away. Okay. So let's start with group 1. So group 1, you got the card Hiraeth. Hiraeth? I apologize if I'm saying this incorrectly. It says longing for home, homesick to the stars. So group 1, you may at times feel lost. Maybe you struggle with trying to figure out what your purpose is. Maybe you feel like you don't belong, or you feel out of place where you are right now in your life. This card tells me that you have a greater and beautiful purpose than you even realize. Though you feel lost sometimes, know that you have something extremely beautiful and unique to offer the world. And even though it may not feel obvious right now, and you may be feeling lost and trapped in the physical world right now and the situation that you're in, and you're longing for that feeling of home, and you're longing for that feeling of security and peace, you will find that. You will absolutely find that. And the easiest way to get to that is to, like we mentioned earlier with this card, I think it was the Dissolve Your Ego card, move from a place of love. Do things from a place of love, not fear. When you make decisions out of love and not fear, that's how you get closer to your truth. That's how you get closer to your passion, your purpose, whatever you're meant to do. That's how you get closer to your happiness. So do everything from a place of love. The spirit animal that you got was the cougar. In silence, you find your power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and the confidence to succeed. So what this tells me is there is some fear there. And this fear has definitely been stopping you from, I guess, finding the place that you feel at home or feel like you fit. And you have to learn to be assertive with the people around you, but also assertive with yourself. And remember your truth. Remember what's important to you and go with that. So if there's something that you have been holding back from because you're scared, do it. And I know that's easier said than done, but when you do what you feel called to do and act from a place of love, that is where you're gonna find your happiness and feel like you belong. Because the more we push away the things that are close to our heart, that's how we feel lost, you know? Like, it makes sense now that you feel homesick for the stars and homesick for your original place of creation where your soul's from. It makes sense for you to feel that way. In order to stop feeling homesick, you've got to create that reality on Earth as well. Yeah, anyways, group 1, I hope that helped out. We're going to move on to group 2, but I hope you found this video helpful. I hope that it brought some peace and some relaxation to your life. So make sure you remember to charge up every now and then. Continue to do that for yourself. And if you feel called to just watch the beginning part of this video again, then definitely do so whenever you feel like you need to recharge. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Group 2. Let's see what the universe has to say to you. We, the Hathors. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Interesting. Okay, I want to see your spirit animal too. So you have the ram. So group 2, you're definitely being called to create things that you have either been in the works or ideas that you've had that you haven't brought forth yet, but you're being called to birth these into the world. And it says birth as a portal. Birth doesn't necessarily mean like giving birth to a child. There's so many ways that we can mother things. And birth is often a metaphor for bringing forth things into the world. You are a very creative person. You are a thinker. You have beautiful ideas that need to be heard. And you're being asked to move forward and take action on these things, because these are ideas that can help the world. These are ideas that can change lives. These are ideas that can help other people in other ways. I'm getting a very communal, team-like, universal, collective energy from this card. And basically what I'm getting is that, like, you're not alone. You may feel alone, but you're not. And it comes again back to that Three of Pentacles that we pulled as a collective, that we really need to work together. And I think these ideas, you need to bring forth your ideas, and I think you'll find that once you start working on them, then you're going to realize that you've got a lot of people behind you, and you've got a lot of people that are going to be wanting to do similar work as you and work towards a similar goal. So you got the ram for your spirit animal, and it says perseverance. It says, you have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. So they're really asking you to take action on something. So chances are there's some sort of fear that's been holding you back, but you're being called to take action on something. So group 2, I hope that's your little push, your little motivation to go forward with whatever, with whatever you feel like you need to do, but you haven't been doing. I also want to read the book because I feel like there might be some more messages in here that you need to hear. So let's see, and hopefully my battery doesn't die because it looks like it's about to die. I need to get a backup battery bad. Okay, so it says birth is a portal that ushers in new life. The Hathors are here to remind you that you're a child of the cosmic mother, and you're being called to be held by her deep, never-ending love and embrace. This is a tender, nourishing card reminding you to receive the deep, deep love of Mother's embrace. The Hathors know that the journey on Earth can be rocky and lonely at times, but you're being reminded to rest more deeply in Mother's arms. This is a card of extreme potency, of femininity, of creation, and of birth. You're being called to mother yourself and others too, to surrender to your sacred femininity, to create and surrender to your own creations, to hold and be held. You're being called to remember your place in the web of life and to realize that the cosmic mother is watching you every step of the way. You may be going through a transition right now, moving from one way of being to another. If so, you're being reminded that you're cradled in a sacred container, that you're more held than you can possibly imagine, and you have access to more love than the heart can bear. If you're struggling in any way, you're being reassured that things will work out. Open yourself up to receiving the overflowing love of the cosmic mother flooding towards you from every direction. Let it stretch your heart. So that's beautiful. It's definitely telling you to embrace your creation, but also to mother yourself and know that you're not alone. Again, that collective I was telling you about. And maybe not necessarily collective physical people, although I'm sure you've got a collective of physical people around you, but you've got a collective of just universal energy, Earth Mother. There's just so much collective energy supporting you right now. So I hope that helped you, group 2. I hope you got something meaningful out of that reading, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. All right, so group 3, you got 2 cards. Group 3, for some reason 2 of them popped out, and then you also have your spirit animals. So let's see what we have here. All right, so you got the card Earth School, Life Lessons, Soul Growth, Study, and Higher Learning. You got the Golden Children, Inner Child, Tenderness, Innocence, Rare Gifts. Interesting, these two kind of go together. And then you got the Swan, which we'll talk about in a second. So Earth School and Golden Children. I'm definitely being told that what you need to focus on, group 3, is learning, but also learning through like the eyes of a child. You may feel lost right now. The best thing for you to do is approach life with this curiosity and wonder and excitement, and just be less serious. I think you're being called to learn new things, try new things. If you're feeling stuck or lost, or you're feeling very discouraged, I think it's time to just enjoy life. Do some things that you love, and out of doing things that you love and being curious and trying new things, you're gonna feel more aligned. You're gonna find your path. You're gonna figure things out. If you feel depressed right now, if you're going through anxieties, again, try to step away from that and come back to life like through the eyes, the lens of a child. Do something childlike, do something fun, create something, use your imagination, do something less serious. When we approach life like this, it's a lot lighter. And also you got the spirit animal, the Swan. So the Swan says, you who glides across the water of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity in this spirit of beauty. And yeah, it's basically saying to come at life or approach life with this sense of grace and elegance And when they talk about gliding, I'm just thinking of like gliding through life. Like if you feel stuck and you're just like, you're kind of approaching life in this rigid way. It's very rigid, it's very like just trudging through all this tough stuff that we all have to deal with. Try and just glide through. And I know that's easier said than done, but what is it you're stressed about right now? What is it that's bothering you? What is it that you're having a tough time with? And how can we make this fun? How can we like step away and do something that just lights our soul up? What makes you happy? Does dancing and singing make you happy? Okay, let's step away from that and let's just go and have a dance party by ourselves. Approach life like that and approach life with curiosity. If you feel stuck, what's something new that you can learn and try? Life's all about trying new things, and sometimes we get stuck, but we forget that life's all about having new experiences and trying new things. There's so much excitement that can come from life, from trying new things. So yeah, group 3, that is the message that I'm getting for you guys. I hope that helped you out. I hope this whole video was just helpful for you. And if you ever feel like you need to revisit the meditation, feel free to do so. I hope to see you guys in the next video, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye guys. All right, group 4. Finally, I'm hoping that my battery lasts for you guys because it is about to die. So we got the card Double Mission for you guys. And then for the animal, oh, we got pronghorn. This is an animal I'm not super familiar with. It kind of looks like something like in the family of like an antelope or something like that, but we'll read that in a second. This is Double Mission, Lightworker Starseed, serve the world by being you. And I feel like that's exactly what we've been talking about. But group 4, this is a confirmation that you yourself are a light worker, also a starseed. You are a very unique universal being. You've got some beautiful, beautiful energy and just love and gifts to offer the world. You have so much to offer the world. And the best way that you can help the world, the best way that you can help other people is by being you and remembering who you are and remembering that you are loved, that your unique essence and what makes you is just so powerful, and there's so much you can do with that. And we often get caught up in trying to be like other people or trying to fit in, but like, and maybe your entire life you've never felt like you fit in. And the people that often have felt like they don't fit in, or they felt like they were shunned from other people, is because the other people were intimidated. The other people were scared of your light. They were scared of what you had to offer. They didn't understand you. But it's because you are such a bright, strong, beautiful light and energy, and you have so much to offer. So it's time for you to take that power back. It's time for you to understand that you have something beautiful to offer the world, and just let it shine. Just let it out. Be your complete, beautiful, authentic self. And you got the pronghorn, and it says action is your word here. So now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. So you have what it takes to grab hold of these beautiful opportunities, to make a difference, to be successful. All you have to do is serve the world by being you. Again, approach the world, approach your life with love, not fear. When we act out of love and not fear, we can achieve really beautiful things. And you're definitely being called to be you. I want to quickly read to see if there's anything else that needs to come through the book, but I feel like that message is really clear. So I just want to read the question, because each card has a specific question to kind of like think about. So you can maybe journal on this if you want. It says, how can you serve the world by being you? So let's think about like, what do you specifically have to offer? So I also kind of want to talk a little bit quickly about the double mission, because we talk about light workers and star seeds here. So light workers, star seeds are mission and purpose oriented. So you're on a mission, you also have a purpose. Many have the feeling that time's running out and there's something that they came here to do. I apologize, my camera battery just died. And for me to charge it and wait a few hours for it to charge and come back is just ridiculous. Because then I'm gonna be out of it. It's just, the vibe's not gonna be there anymore. That's on my shopping list, guys. That's the next thing I'm gonna get, is an extra camera battery. You know, equipment and stuff can be expensive, but we'll get there. What I was saying is, They're here to grow as souls individually, so an individual mission, and also to contribute to the planet in some action-oriented way, so a collective mission. I just want to leave it at that. The best way you can serve the world is by being you, by being your authentic self. And your purpose here is to find happiness and, you know, live a life of love and seeking your individual mission. But you have a beautiful, much like greater, higher purpose as a collective. And I believe you are also very much a leader. And I think you can lead the world to something greater, and you can definitely help a lot of people. But the best place to start is to work on you, and remember that you are beautiful, and being you is a very amazing thing. You have so much to offer by being you. So I'm gonna leave it at that, group 4. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful for you. I hope that you got something out of the meditation portion as well. And if you like this kind of video, let me know in the comments below, and I'll definitely make something like this again. But I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.